Yo, welcome to a new video everyone. As you can see, I will start with Indianapolis, which is one of the 3 tracks of the new DLC of Asus. So we'll first do a lap to see what the lap is like, and after that we'll try to do a faster lap. So yeah, this is like my second lap around Indianapolis. As you can see, the first few corners are very bumpy. Especially here somewhere there's a big bump. And it's a nice left-hander, just be patient, don't overshoot it. So the next corner can go nice and wide. Maybe a bit too much, but and it's a nice 90-degree left, so not like this because I overshot it completely. And it's right, left, right. So after that you end up on the oval again, where you have to brake for the right-hander. Also don't hit the curb, because that one on the right is a very high curb. And it's a 90 left. And important to get back on a barrel as soon as possible, because after that it's all flat out until the finish. Now this is my attempt of the fastest lap.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Yeah, first of all, what is this? 500. I mean 500 what? This isn't meters or yards. It's just 500. I mean, Americans are like, what the fuck? But if anyone knows, just let me know in the comments.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Now this is my first few laps at Watkins Glen. It's a track I haven't driven in a very long time. Maybe in iRacing a few years ago, but I don't really play iRacing, so also a lot of people like this track. I think you can see why. There's a lot of elevation changes. A lot of corners have a nice amount of camber, so it's gonna be tricky on the setup, or important to find a good setup on this track. This is really my first few laps, so I've no idea where to go. Here you see again, like, corner is a bit banked to the left. Here it's narrower. So a lot of corners where you need some patience. You can't just floor it. Here again, the signs on the left of the distance are confusing. Maybe it's an American thing that I don't understand. But here there are no signs of distance, so just hope for the best. This corner is kind of tricky. It's a bit off camber, and I think the last one is even trickier. There you can go as close to the wall as possible with this one. Yeah, so this is my first attempt of this lap, so now I will do a sort of fastest lap. Or at least an attempt-ish thing. And now the final one, COTA, or circuit of the Americans. This is also a long time ago since I've driven this one. I do remember the first sector is, well, let's say my favorite, the esses. I did hear a lot of other YouTubers say that the track limits, like for example this one, that the track limits are quite, well, something you need to pay attention to, because it's quite easy to get a penalty. And the second thing on this track is the curbs. Apparently they just, well, basically want to kill you. And there are, as far as I know, not that many that don't want to kill you, so it's gonna be interesting. Seeing these on the side, so you can just draw the car completely out of balance, so make sure to avoid those. Then here's the hard braking zone. Gonna make a curb on the inside. Some big, there you go, big ones on the outside. This is actually a tricky one. You need to stay inside, like not not like this, like way more on the inside. This is a difficult braking zone. Well, try to brake in a straight line, so not like this. Some more curbs that wanna murder you. This is actually a fun corner. It keeps going to the right. It's one where you need patience. And the last two, also sausage curb. And then here on the last one on the left is also a big curb. And on the outside, yep. Also on the outside. So that's my first attempt, not the so-called fastest. Well, an attempt on my fastest lap. As you can see, the 7th attempt. I probably had a red time on all the 6 laps before, so see this one you can cut a bit, and then the rest. This one is know what you say in the SS, don't cut too much, because it's very easy to get a penalty. And also the next one here to the right, I don't cut it too much, it's so easy to get an invalid lap time. And the rest is just our braking zone. Try to have a a nice exit for the straight, and then spot your braking point. I sort of look at the on the right side. The signs are difficult to see. We see like a tent, and then a bit after is where I brake. And then sort of works. Still need a lot more practice on this, on all of these laps. So you try to stay more on the inside. Still a bit careful, but this one is better. Don't hit the curbs on the outside. And then here's patience. I think setup is also very important here. The bumps, the high speeds, the low speeds. It's a tricky one, I think. And then the last corner to the finish. So yeah, this was my attempt on the new tracks of the new American DLC. If you like this video, make sure to hit a like, to subscribe and all of the good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!